Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a morning skincare routine. It's been a while since I've done one of these videos, so I thought, you know what, it's about time. So that's what it's going to be. Now, before I get started, actually, I wanted to mention that from week to week, I'm always doing something pretty aggressive to my skin, especially on my face and my neck. I've recently been addressing my chest. I don't know why for the last like 10 to 15 years I've been just kind of ignoring my chest. But I have noticed, especially watching videos and stuff of myself, I've noticed that I don't like the way that my chest looks. So I'm really trying to address it with more aggressive treatments. And when I say that, everything that I do is at home. I've never gone and had a treatment done somewhere else. So I usually use either 0.1% Retinol, high concentrations of glycolic acid or salicylic acid. And recently my favorite product is I forgot to bring it in here. Yeah. It's made by a company called Sanitas, and I did actually make a video about that. So anything that I mentioned that I've made a video about, I'm going to go ahead and put in my description box below so that you can watch that, you know, if you're interested in a product that I mentioned, you know, and I've made a video about it. So anyways, rather than go on and on about it right now. So this product that I've been using, it's called a Retinol Peeling Cream, and it's a level 3, and it is incredible. I cannot stress how excited I am about this product. Right now it has replaced my 0.1% Retinol. I'm the type of person that loves to see that skin come off. The more skin the better, and it just amazes me that week after week after week, and I've used it 5 weeks in a row now, I have continued to get more and more dead skin off. And it really kind of blows my mind because I think to myself, like, how many layers of dead skin cells did I actually have sitting there, even though I've been using a 0.1% Retinol weekly for the last, since I was 28 years old, and I'm 43 now. So it's really impressive. This product is so impressive to me. Anyways, as I'm going through my routine, and I'm going to show you exactly what I do, so it's going to be, you know, I'm going to tell you and then, you know, demonstrate. But as I'm going through, I do want you to know that every single week I am shedding skin. So there's at least 2 days a week, every single week, that I'm going through a skin shed. So I really try to plan it out so that I'm not having to be too social during those times. So usually I will apply something like on a Wednesday or a Thursday so that I'm shedding on the weekend. Just depends on which product I'm using, because I know, you know, there's kind of a delay in the shed sometimes. So anyways, so as I'm going along, there are certain things that I do on days when I'm shedding, and then there are certain things that I do on days when I'm not shedding, but it's coming up. So anyways, I will try to explain all that to you as I go along. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so now, this is a little awkward for me because now I'm looking at you through a mirror, and I don't know why, it confuses me a little bit. On days when I'm not actually shedding and I don't need to exfoliate that skin, I do not use a physical exfoliant. On days when I'm not actually shedding, I will use my CeraVe Renewing Salicylic Cleanser, and I love this stuff. It's so awesome. It's, you know, it says it's a gentle exfoliant, and it's supposed to soften and smooth the skin, and I have just seen such a difference in my skin just by using a few of these products that I'm going to mention to you today. This is one of them. I love the way it cleanses my skin. It's really great, and so that's what I use on days when I'm not actually peeling. On the days that I'm peeling, I'll mix these two. This is Clearasil. It's a face scrub. It has salicylic acid in it. This is Loreal Revitalift Bright Reveal, and it has glycolic acid in it. I am not sure which, if you guys are seeing this. So I don't know which way to turn it. This is what I mean. So anyways, I like both of these. This one has a little bit more grit, so I mix them together. And that's how I try to exfoliate the skin off of my face. Now, I'm not super particular about the exfoliant, like physical exfoliants that I use to get the skin off my face, because they're only going to sit on my face for a little while. I'm just trying to get it off at the moment. One thing that you have to know is that when you're going through that peeling process, it doesn't matter, you know, when you exfoliate, it's not going to stop the shed. So what's going to happen is you're going to exfoliate real well. You might be able to apply your makeup really nicely and it'll look good within a few hours. All it really does is buy you some time. So within a few hours, your skin underneath is still going to continue to shed. So by the middle of the day, end of the day, you're definitely going to have that skin continuing to shed and take that makeup off with it. You know what I mean? So for me, it's just a matter of getting the skin off so that I can apply my makeup. So I'm going to go ahead and use these right now. Let's start with a good physical exfoliation. and then we'll go from there. Okay, so the first thing that I do is I mix these two. And this is something that I typically do in the shower because I'm a morning showerer, unless I do something, you know, that requires me to sweat during the day, then I'll take a shower during the evening. But typically I do it in the morning, and because these kind of physical exfoliants can get a little messy, I like to do them in the shower. So I just take a little bit of this one. Right now, the only thing that I have on my skin is whatever I slept in last night, which is my eye cream and my face cream. And my nighttime routine will be coming up soon. This is actually a pretty good amount of grit. Now, to remove this, you're going to think this is kind of funny. I bought these little artisan dupes, and I really like to use the really big ones as a, they're so soft, so they're not going to be doing, I don't typically like to use tools on my face, but this is so soft that all it does is help me to remove some of the granules and stuff before I just give it a really good rinse. So what I'll do is I'll wet it, and then I'll just kind of run my thumb across it to get a lot of the excess water off. And then I'll do that over and over just to get most of the granules off before I rinse. Okay, and then I just give it a final rinse with my hands and water. Okay, so this is where I hope it does not get confusing. I hope I can explain myself really well. On days where I'm not shedding and I only use my CeraVe Renewing Cleanser, I will follow that with some alcohol-free witch hazel. And I really like this one. It's by Thayars. It's all natural. And it's an original witch hazel with an aloe vera formula. Love this product. It's very, very gentle on your skin. And I usually follow the CeraVe cleanser with this just to make sure I got everything off my face. When I use a physical exfoliant, there's no doubt in my mind I've gotten every single thing off my face. I just don't care to use a physical exfoliant every day of the week. It's just, I don't want to do that. So I am, even though I just use the physical exfoliant and I don't usually follow it up with aloe vera because I feel like I can skip that stage, I'm going to go ahead and do it right now just to show you how clean my face is. Now, if I were actually shedding right now and I had just used my physical exfoliant, my face would be bright, bright red. It's a little bit pink. It definitely looks rosy, but on days when I'm going through that shed, it's extra, extra sensitive. Now I can see that my neck is really, really pink, and then this area right up in here, even though I didn't scrub this, that's another thing. When I do this in the shower, I definitely take that physical exfoliant down my chest. I won't do that if I'm at the sink. Okay. Nothing, see, nothing at all. And that's because I used such an aggressive form of cleansing. So the next stage is my Anti-Wrinkle Vitamin A Glycolic Toner. It's made by a company called Derma. I love this stuff. I use this stuff whether I'm going through a shed or not. It actually helps with the shed quite a bit. So sometimes, you know, I might use my physical exfoliant and then I don't apply my makeup for a couple hours or whatever, and I already have some more skin shed, and I'll use this to remove that skin shed because I swear to God, it literally like eats the dead skin off my face. Now, after I've used a physical exfoliant on my face and then I use this. Sometimes it does sting, just because my skin is so kind of raw and new. You know, the new skin is emerging and it's just more sensitive. And I will take this right around my eyes. I just pat it because I'm sure that around my eyes I need to dissolve some dead skin cells as well, you know? I don't want them accumulating there. And I take this all the way down my chest too. I have noticed that they recently changed the packaging to this, and this is one of my holy grails. Now, they have changed the packaging, however, all the ingredients are exactly the same. So I'm very, very happy about that. That always worries me when they change the packaging. The next thing that I do is I put this little DIY that I have been using for a very long time. And it was in my very first ever morning skincare routine because I just love it. And what it is, it's a mixture of pure aloe vera gel, cold pressed, not from concentrate. Not sure which way I should. I think you're going to be reading it backwards if it's in the mirror. So, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and put everything in my description box below. But it's pure aloe vera gel, and it is organic, and it's cold pressed. And then I take one of these, Vitamin E, it's 400 IU. I take one of these, and I basically just empty the whole thing into a little container about this size. And obviously I've been using it, and I keep it in the refrigerator, so the oil and stuff sometimes solidifies a little bit, you know, so you have to give it a really good shake. But I like to apply that to my skin because it's very soothing and healing for my skin, and it dries within, I don't know, 30 seconds, no more than a minute. So I just shake it up really good, and I spray it into my hand. And this is what I use pretty much instead of serums. I have never had luck with serums. So unfortunately, you know, it's just, if everybody else is doing it but my skin doesn't respond to it well, I'm not going to use it just because everybody else is doing it. You know what I mean? So and when I say serums, I mean like a vitamin C serum or hyaluronic acid serum and stuff like that. I will use over-the-counter products that have the word serum in them. I feel like when they I feel like they're better at putting together ingredients and stuff that's best for my skin. Okay, so like I said, aloe vera is just so soothing, and there's so many benefits to using aloe vera on your skin, so I just really love this little DIY. And then of course vitamin E, everybody knows that vitamin E is good for your skin. So already this is totally dry, and I love that. I mean, and as it dries, you can actually feel it. I'm not even joking at all. You really need to put this little DIY together and try it out for yourself. You can literally feel your skin tightening, but it's super, super hydrating. So, and it wears well under makeup, well under any one of your other, you know, eye creams, face creams, and stuff like that. This is my favorite DIY. I take it everywhere. Like if I go out of town, I take this and I put it in anybody's refrigerator, or I keep it in a cooler if I'm like staying somewhere where there's not a refrigerator, which is rare. But anyways, okay, so next thing I do is I apply my eye cream. Now, right now, my favorite eye cream, and I did make a video about this, and these products were actually sent to me for review, so I did not purchase this myself. But this bottle, it's called Bonamour, and it's just an anti-aging eye repair cream. The ingredients are incredible. I love the way it feels on my skin. It's my favorite eye cream right now. However, it's very expensive. I say very expensive, but it's about $85. And I do have a discount code, and I think they have extended it. I asked them to extend it. I think it's going to extend to the very end of January. I think that's what they said. Just in case you want to purchase it, there is a 20% discount right now if you use my promotion code. But anyways, it's about $85. I personally love it. But because I know that people don't typically want to spend, you know, $85, or even with a 20% discount, I think it comes out to like almost $70 or something like that, on an eye cream, even though this is lasting me like 3 months, y'all. It's 0.5 fluid ounces, but it seems to, the consistency is very light and it spreads really, really easily, so you do not even need a full pump. You need literally like a half a pump each time you use it. I just love it. I love it. I love it. So anyways, because I know that's really expensive, I want to go ahead and give you an alternative. My other favorite eye cream that I use during the day, if I'm not using that one, it is made by a company called 100% Pure, and it's called Coffee Bean Caffeine Eye Cream, and it says it's for dark circles and puffiness, but this stuff is super, super hydrating. It's really, really nice. I'm going to go ahead and put it on right now. And I feel like it really helps with like crepiness, like especially upper eyelid area crepiness. Okay. And just like with everything, I'm super, now this eye cream is pretty thick, and I did make a video about this eye cream, so I'm going to go ahead and link that below. It does have a strong scent to it. Some people do not like that. For some people, strong scents can be irritating to your eyes. To me, it's not at all. And I find this eye cream to be super, super hydrating. It is a little bit on the thicker side, so it doesn't have like a really fine, light consistency. It's a little bit thicker. This is one of those creams that I do have to let kind of sink in for about 5 minutes. So I don't typically apply any makeup or anything until, like I said, about 5 minutes after applying this. But you know what? I love the smell of this so much. Oh my gosh, I love the smell. But I also like to put it right here because I feel like it really helps soften, you know, what little lines I do have right there. They're not very pronounced, but I feel like it softens them. So I do have this eye cream on. Now, I don't know if you guys can tell, but it is a little tad bit of light reflecting. I do not typically like a light reflecting under eye cream, but this, once I put my Garnier roller on it, that just kind of goes away, so I don't mind. Okay, so the next thing that I will do is I will put on a face cream. Now, my favorite face cream right now is the CeraVe Renewing Salicylic Acid Lotion, and it says it's for extremely dry, rough, bumpy skin. Oh my gosh, I love this face cream so much. Also, some of these products in the CeraVe line I really like. The only one that I did not like was the eye cream. It really dried out my skin. I don't know if I got a bad tube. I did get a few of you that said it did the same thing to your skin. But anyways, this is my favorite face lotion right now. It does not have an SPF in it. So I just want to make that really clear. And because it does not have an SPF in it, I have to protect my skin in some way, and I'll tell you what I do in just a minute. I'm telling you guys, whatever I've been doing to my skin lately, and it's been about a month and a half that I've been doing this exact routine to my skin, I feel like my skin has never looked better. I mean, I'm so impressed with the way that my skin looks right now. I'm so excited about it. Like I said, I am addressing my chest right now, and in order to address that, I'm putting this 0.08% Retinol on my chest every night. Not every night, what am I saying? Once a week. Not every night. Now, the reason I like this CeraVe Renewing Lotion is because it seems to blend well with all of my other like eye creams and stuff. You know, there's no pilling or anything like that happens, which I've noticed with some other lotions that I've used in the past. Okay, so now that I've cleansed my face, I put on my eye cream, put on my face cream, this is where I decide what I'm going to do as far as protecting my skin from, you know, UV damage. And I do not like using SPF lotion. I just don't. There's only one that I have found that I actually kind of like the consistency of, and that is this one. It's the Hawaiian Tropic Silk Hydration Face. And it says it's an oil-free lotion sunscreen. This is an SPF 30. So if I am going to use a cream-based one, then I will typically use this one. But what I do is whenever I put on my makeup, I actually use this. It's made by a company called Colorescience, and it's a mineral powder, but it's an SPF 50. However, this stuff is pretty expensive. I want to say it was like $50. I did make a video about it, and I will put that in the description box below. But I absolutely love this stuff because it really does protect your skin from the sun, and it's a mineral powder. Now the color is a little dark for me, I don't know why, in the winter months, so I have been mixing it with like some high definition e.l.f. translucent powder. And apparently, you know, I guess it's still, just in the winter months, you know, I'm typically just getting in my car to go to the grocery store or to go pick up my kids and stuff from school. I'm not spending an awful amount of time in the sun. If I'm going to be spending any amount of time in the sun, I'm not going to set foot on my front porch without putting on a very thick kind of 50 plus, you know, SPF lotion, period. Just, especially if I'm going to be spending time in the sun. Now, if I'm just going to be running errands, you know, this is just going to do for me. Okay, so that about covers it. That is my skincare routine in a nutshell. I typically start off with a really good cleansing, follow it with some exfoliating, then I pamper my skin with my little Aloe DIY, add my eye cream, apply my face cream, and then don't forget about your sunscreen. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out if you're not subscribed to my channel already. If you're interested in some over 40 skincare ideas, I have a few up my sleeve. And so thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.